Welcome to Meet the Management, powered by Jacklin. I'm Jacklin, and today I'm sitting down with Jordaan, Managing Director at Sage. Today we're talking about the subject of artificial intelligence and SMEs and what's actually changing in this space. Let's start with the event today. Can you share a little bit about what you were trying to highlight within the event?
I think what's important for us from a Sage context is that we are developing AI that can be trusted in the finance and the HR and payroll space. Where that AI is supporting businesses is by giving business owners time back, where they're currently bogged down with administrative tasks, invoicing, checking, rechecking, reconciliation, compliance submissions. Our AI is trying to solve that problem to make sure that businesses run more efficiently and that business owners can focus on building their businesses rather than operating them.
Thank you very much for that. It's very interesting because you also did talk a lot about the trust in the AI, and I think that is something that we do need to look into quite a lot within AI. So let's take a top-down approach and look at AI in general. There is a lot of hype in the market right now. Where do you think the most positive opportunities will emerge?
There is currently a lot of noise in the market. It's rare to enter into a business conversation where someone doesn't say their products are AI enabled. And I think our customers find that difficult. What we see, however, is that we are using our institutional knowledge in the finance and HR and payroll space to make sure that our AI can be relied upon. What we don't want is for AI to introduce further risk into businesses. So we need to make sure that our customers get the benefit of the trusted AI where they operate.
Of course. You have quite a unique perspective because you have been able to look at tech adoption in both developed markets and markets like South Africa. Will emerging markets simply follow AI trends globally, or will they have their own unique use cases?
From a Sage perspective, business remains business.
Yes.
So I don't think there's a big difference between a business in a South African context compared to a business in the UK, for example. All the aims and the objectives are the same. They want to run a business effectively, efficiently, and in the end of the day, maximize profit. What we see in terms of use cases for customers is what's most important. So for smaller businesses in South Africa, we know that generating cash flow is important. So what our AI sets out to do is to make sure that invoicing is frictionless, that it happens automatically, that payment reminders get sent for overdue invoices so that our customers can get paid faster. We provide insights to our business owners without them asking. A typical insight would be for our co-pilot to tell the user that your debtor days are deteriorating, which means it's taking longer and longer for you to get paid for the services that you've rendered. And those insights are very valuable to businesses, but I think it's universal in the finance and HR and payroll.
Yes, it will definitely help for the small businesses, small and medium businesses. Do you have any examples that can help back up the way in which the AI will help?
Yes, so I'm going to use a couple of examples from our Sage Intact product, which is more targeted at mid-sized businesses. We've got the general ledger outlier detection. Now what that piece of AI does, it learns from your historic data capturing and flags anomalies. Now those anomalies may be due to errors or it may be due to fraud, but it will pick up an anomaly, whether it be a weird combination between the general ledger account you're using, the dimensions you apply to the transaction, the departments, or the amount, and it'll flag that to the user. What's really important is that we want to keep humans involved in that process. So what the outlier detection does, picks up the anomaly and it escalates it to a human that needs to make the decision. Maybe you overwrite that decision and you say it's fine, I'm aware that we are now spending more and therefore this transaction makes sense, or you can say no, this doesn't look right to me, and put it back to the person who actually recorded that transaction. Another example which I think saves businesses a lot of time, which I think is a critical benefit we want them to realize, is for accounts payable automation, where we've automated through the use of AI the capturing of supplier invoices. It reads the invoice, it proposes a draft invoice to you, which a human reviews. And overnight our learning algorithms kick in. It looks at the fields that the human has updated and it learns from that. And after 4 weeks of using our accounts payable automation module in your product, you can know that your draft invoices presented to you would be at 97% accuracy.
So as much human interaction as possible within the AI. I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, humans need to stay in control.
Yes, definitely. That also brings me right to my next point. When it comes to AI agents, we have seen a lot of talk that they will disrupt human-to-human interaction in businesses. Some people say that we will see agents transacting with each other without any human interaction. Now, do you agree with this? And is this a healthy future for business?
I don't know where AI technology as a whole will end in 5 years from now. But from our Sage perspective, like I said, we want to keep the human in control of what is happening. And that means that we don't want to let go of human interaction, human decision making, humans making the critical decisions in the business. I think it's very important for us to also maintain human-to-human interaction in this new technology world. And I wouldn't want to see that disappear. But I also see AI in general as something which can uplift the tasks that humans do and perform in organizations rather than replacing the human element.
Of course, having the human decide what the AI does rather than just having the AI go on its own mission.
That's it.
Yes. And then the obvious question, what does your technology bring that couldn't be achieved by using ChatGPT or Claude to analyze the data?
I really love that question because our view is very strong. We've been operating in the finance and HR payroll market for 4 decades now, so we've built a lot of institutional knowledge. What we set out to do with our AI development is incorporate that institutional knowledge to make sure that our AI can be trusted. So AI will not replace software. AI and AI agents will benefit from software like us humans do. It'll make the AI and the AI agents more efficient, more reliable, and will ensure that the results the AI produces can be trusted.
Of course. Yeah, I'm very wary of AI, so I think it's great that you're coming in with so much trust and building it in such a way that people don't have to fear AI and leaking of information or any software data. They just need to focus on the fact that they control the AI you are presenting.
Absolutely, and we also don't expect our customers to understand everything. They need to believe that the trust is real, that it is there, so that they can focus on operating their businesses and trust the output that they are getting. Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. That is all for the questions that I have. I want to say thank you so much for this opportunity today and for teaching us all about the trusted AI, the difference that your product will be bringing into the businesses for the future.
Excellent. It was great engaging with you.
And more interviews with business leaders on meetthemanagement.com.